You're sitting in a movie theater, bracing yourself for yet another sequel to a franchise everyone forgot even existed. Something starring Jared Leto, probably. To cope, you head for the concessions, because if the movie's going to be painful, at least the sugar rush doesn't have to be. You pay, grab your cup, and then you see it, glowing red, polished chrome. Futuristic curves. The Coca-Cola Freestyle Machine. Suddenly, this isn't just about getting a drink anymore. This thing offers more than 100 flavor combinations. Cherry Vanilla Coke. Peach Sprite. Powerade with a twist. Or maybe you'll go completely off the rails and mix things that were never meant to meet. But this machine isn't just pouring soda, it's watching, it's measuring, it's collecting data. And while you're busy choosing flavors, Coca-Cola is quietly turning customers into participants in one of the largest consumer experiments ever built. The company has reportedly poured over $1 billion into the freestyle ecosystem. But the real question is, has it already paid off? And how much of that value comes from you? The Coca-Cola Company is one of the largest beverage corporations on Earth. It controls nearly half of the global soft drink market and generates tens of billions in revenue every year. For decades, soda fountains have been one of its most important sales channels. Back in the day, ordering a drink meant standing at the counter while an employee filled your cup. Then self-service machines arrived, and suddenly, kids everywhere discovered the forbidden art of mixing sodas into something truly horrific. But by 2006, Coca-Cola noticed something alarming. The first time since 1985, global soda consumption was shrinking. Consumers were becoming more health-conscious. Sugar-free and low-calorie drinks were gaining popularity. Meanwhile, Coke's fountain systems were stuck in the past. Shockingly, only about 1% of fountain machines in the US even offered Diet Coke at the time. At the same moment, convenience stores were exploding with choice, hundreds of bottles, cans, and flavors lining the shelves. Fountain machines suddenly felt boring, limited, outdated. Coca-Cola needed a radical rethink. Enter the Freestyle Machine. Its design is no accident. Sleek red panels. Chrome accents. Flowing lines. It looks less like a soda dispenser and more like it's auditioning to become a sports car. That's because it was designed with Pininfarina, the legendary Italian studio behind Ferrari's iconic shapes. You slide your cup underneath, and a touchscreen lights up. Dozens of floating bubbles appear: Coca-Cola, Sprite, Fanta, Powerade, Fused Tea, Mezzo Mix, and more. Tap one, and suddenly an entire universe opens up beneath it. In total, over 100 drink combinations, something that would have been impossible with traditional fountain systems. Old machines relied on massive syrup tanks, one for each drink. Freestyle changed everything. Instead of bulky canisters, it uses around 30 compact cartridges. The system is inspired by medical dosing technology, similar to insulin pumps, where liquids are dispensed with extreme precision. Each ingredient is stored separately. Sweeteners, flavoring, carbonated water. They're only combined at the exact moment you press the button. That's also why Freestyle Coke tastes slightly different. Unlike bottled soda, which is pre-mixed at the factory, Freestyle creates the drink on demand. Same recipe, different execution. As you stand there, temptation sets in. You came in planning to order your usual, but suddenly you're scrolling through options you didn't even know existed. Sprite Cherry? Coke Orange Vanilla? Raspberry Powerade? You start experimenting. Mixing. Creating a drink that technically doesn't exist anywhere else on Earth. And that feeling, that curiosity, that sense of control, that's not accidental. Coca-Cola isn't just selling beverages anymore. It's selling experiences. This strategy is known as experience marketing. The Freestyle Machine turns a mundane purchase into a moment. You're not just buying soda, you're interacting with the brand. Touching it. Playing with it. That emotional connection matters. Because when people remember Coke as a feeling, they talk about it. They share it. They come back. Campaigns like Share a Coke follow the same logic. Coca-Cola isn't just a product company, it's becoming an experience company. You finally choose Sprite Cherry. Press the button. Take a sip. Not bad. And you're not alone. All over the world, people are making the same choices. And Coca-Cola is paying very close attention. Because the Freestyle system is essentially a global testing laboratory. Every pour, every flavor, every custom mix feeds into Coca-Cola's databases. With over 50,000 machines worldwide, Freestyle sends daily data directly to Coke's central systems, powered by SAP software. They know what people drink, when they drink it, where they drink it, and how often. That's how Coca-Cola discovered demand for flavors like Sprite Cherry, Sprite Strawberry, Coke Orange Vanilla, and Cherry Vanilla Coke. Some of these began as user-generated mixes, combinations customers kept creating again and again. Strong signals became real products. And freestyle didn't just change product development, it transformed logistics. Before, staff manually checked syrup levels and reordered supplies. Now, machines report inventory automatically. Algorithms predict demand, factor in promotions, and generate restocking orders without human involvement. Cartridges are shipped directly to locations, reducing waste, downtime, and unnecessary delivery trips. That alone likely saves Coca-Cola millions every year. But there's more. Freestyle machines don't just send data, they receive it. Using modern device management systems, Coca-Cola can push marketing campaigns directly to machines in real time. New flavors appear first. Seasonal promotions pop up. Subtle visual cues guide your attention. This is called nudging. Still have free choice, but the machine gently steers your curiosity. And once again, every interaction becomes data. At one point, Coca-Cola even explored adding cameras. Internal documents described future capability for facial recognition and motion sensing. The idea? Track reactions. Smiles. Frowns. Emotional responses. According to reports, this technology was only tested in controlled lab environments. Coca-Cola claims it never rolled out publicly. But the fact it was considered at all raises uncomfortable questions. In Europe, strict privacy laws would likely block such systems. In the US, however, facial analysis in public spaces is already being tested in other industries. The line between convenience and surveillance is thin. So, does freestyle actually make money? Coca-Cola doesn't publish exact figures. But estimates suggest the system dispenses around 4 billion drinks per year. Even a conservative 2% margin improvement, similar to loyalty programs, would translate to roughly $160 million annually. Over time, that easily surpasses the initial billion-dollar investment. And that doesn't even include the value of supply chain optimization, reduced logistics costs, or faster product experimentation. Some freestyle-born flavors failed. Others didn't. But the system accelerates learning, and learning is incredibly valuable. You probably stood in front of one of these machines before without realizing any of this. A soda fountain that doubled as a global lab. A drink dispenser that quietly reshaped marketing, logistics, and product design. And while you were busy mixing Sprite and Fanta like a menace to society, Coca-Cola was taking notes. It wasn't just soda in that cup. It was data, decisions, and $1 billion system watching quietly.